Hello and welcome to Wise Words, where I'm interviewing wise women, women who've found their why, their passion, their purpose, and who are sharing their wisdom about who they are and the amazing work that they're doing in the world right now. Today, this lovely lady, I've only known for a few months, but you know when you just see somebody and you know that they know what they know, and you know that they are in action and they're helping others. So please introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Helene Sewell and I am a business navigator. It means that I'm a business mentor and I help business owners, entrepreneurs, most of them are neurodiverse, succeed in their business endeavour.
Brilliant. And for those people who don't understand what neurodiverse is, what is neurodiverse?
Well, there's many flavours of neurodiversity, but a lot of them will be either ADHD, dyslexic, autistic, that kind of thing.
Yeah. And do you find that the creative side is brilliant with the people that you work with? What do you normally find about them that you like working with?
Well, what I like about entrepreneurs and a lot of neurodiverse entrepreneurs is the passion they have for what they do, a desire to do things properly, not half-heartedly. So generally their business is way more than just a way of earning a living. There will be some kind of passion push behind it and a tendency to think outside the box and come up with ideas for their business to actually serve whoever their customer is in a special way.
Yeah, great. And why are you so passionate about helping people in business?
Well, it really comes from my childhood because I was brought up on a farm and a farm is a business. And both my mum and dad worked on the farm, one very successfully and the other one less so. And I started to learn lessons from there. But the first lesson I learned was that if I want to take charge of my life, entrepreneurship is by far the best route.
Yeah, brilliant. I know recently you shared that story. You shared that on International Women's Day in Manchester. And, you could hear a pin drop when you shared about your mum and her passion, and your dad, obviously, and your brother as well. If you'd like to see that video, we will put the link below, so I don't want to give away too much right now. But I think it really showed that your passion, for what you do, and the reason why you want to help so many other people is once you realise that was your why, if you like, your purpose, that it really gave you, that power to go forward. Would you say that's true?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've spent, 25 years working in businesses, and I've always been very curious as to what makes them work and what doesn't, and what makes them fail, and I just love to help people succeed, especially when they have a passion and they want to serve some specific people who might have specific challenges and if they have a greater purpose, a good cause that they want to serve with their business, then they have to succeed. And I see so many failures in business, and I know how to make business succeed, so I should help them.
Yeah. Makes sense. And in terms of the businesses that you're helping, are they new businesses? Are they well established? What kind of businesses do you help?
There isn't really a stage. Some of my clients are not even in business yet and just thinking of going into business. And some of them have been going, I've got a lady I've just started working with, she's been going for 14 years. So it's not really what stage they are in business. It's, are they stuck in their business? Do they feel overwhelmed? Are they lacking directions? Or do they have a real ambitious goal that they want to achieve because they've got something to give to the world and they don't know how to get there?
Right, brilliant.
And that's what I can help them with.
Yeah, and I know you were saying just recently that you started to help somebody, and obviously it's about return on investment, isn't it, in business? So you'd helped her already to find quite a big saving in her business. Yeah,
well, if the business is already going, then one of the first things I will do is go through their numbers, look at their finances. I'm an accountant by training, so that's something I know very, very well, and I will undoubtedly find some way I can save them some money, and then they start to get return on investment, not even considering the growth that I can help them achieve in their business, but I will help them pay for the investment through the savings straight from the off.
Yeah, brilliant. It's like a quick win. Yeah, and then you're building them to like build the business, grow the business.
Because a lot of what I do is really long term, but I can also bring benefits short term, and I need to, I'll do both, of course.
Yeah, brilliant. And on that International Women's Day, I know that you were sharing like a process, a strategy that you've got, if I remember, for peas.
Yes, that's right.
Is that what you use with your clients?
Yeah, yes, very much so. It is a framework. It's not a rigid process. But what I've learned in all the years I've worked in businesses is that there are certain elements that need to be in place in a business, and without which then you significantly increase your chances of failure. And to make it easy, yes, I called it, the Thriving Business Toolkit. Mm-hmm. And it all starts with P's. There's P for the big picture of what is the identity of your business, and a business that doesn't have an identity will lose itself. The second P is for particulars, and that's because every business is different. There will be things that make that business tick that are different from another business, and understanding exactly what are those particulars that need to be looked after is very important. The third P is for planning, mm-hmm. Because we all know that a goal without a plan is just a wish. Yes. And I can help planning about everything that you need to plan in a business: money, strategy, resources. And the fourth one is really what then allows to grow the business to wherever they want to get to, and that's power up, P for power up, which is how to delegate, how to have a training program for yourself and your team, and how to have the dashboard that actually support the business in those periods of growth, because it's actually a quite vulnerable time for a business. When you grow rapidly, there's lots of things changing. So how do you make sure that you've got your attention on the right things, that it's not going off kilter when it's actually quite vulnerable?
Yeah, brilliant. And so if there's somebody out there that's stuck, maybe fallen out of passion with their business, or thinking of starting a business and they don't know what to do, how can they contact you? How can they connect with you?
I'm quite easy to find. I have a website, and that's www.the-business-navigator.com. But you can also find me on LinkedIn, and it's easy to find me because I'm the only one with the spelling of my name on LinkedIn. So it's Helene Sewell, Helene, and Sewell, and there's only one in the UK with that spelling. That's probably the easiest way to find me, LinkedIn or the website.
Brilliant. We'll pop the links underneath this video, and if you want to find out how you can either start a business that's comes from passion, or if you've got a business right now that you want to grow and scale, then I hope that you'll connect with Helen. And so we want to say thank you so much. Thank you, Helen, for everything that you're doing in the world of business. It's a tough place to be. I think you shared a statistic, didn't you, on how many businesses don't survive?
Yes.
Can you remember how many of those were?
Yeah, absolutely. 60% of businesses will fail in the first 3 years, mm-hmm. and only about 40% of businesses that are put up for sale will actually get sold for an amount. So the statistics mean that there's only 1 in 9 entrepreneurs who will actually leave a legacy. Yeah. And to me, that's a crime.
Yeah. So if you'd like to increase that number so that your business survives, then this is the lady to connect with. Thank you, Helen, for everything that you do. Thank you for sharing your wisdom, and we will see you soon on the next episode of Wise Words.